recorded this little part of the park, I think 2 or 3 years ago, and I did a photo. I put the photo on Facebook and I said, the road less travelled, because there's a path off this way and there's a path off that way. And it reminded me so much, especially this bit here leading into the woodland area. Reminded me so much of the poem The Road Less Travelled by Robert Frost, which has been my favourite poem since I first heard it in Dead Poets Society, which had Ethan Hawke and the amazing Robin Williams, a comedian, and amazing actor. It's also the film that encouraged me to be a teacher, I think, maybe at least think about it. And certainly my favourite poem, which has stayed with me all those years. I mean, I must have been a teenager when Dead Poets Society was on, and I watched it, and now I'm 50. So it shows you how long a poem can stick with you. Of course, it's one that a lot of people like as well, so I do find myself discussing it with people. And more recently, it's probably on my mind because it's gone into my 40 countries in my 40s travel book. And it's going to go into the travel journal I'm producing at the moment. And it stays with me because obviously when we look back at my life, and maybe consciously at the time, who knows, I have certainly taken the road less travelled. I have certainly had different options than anybody would have imagined for me. I've gone to places even I would never even have thought of and would never have known existed. So I have certainly taken the road less travelled, and I take it, I think, every day. So not just in the big things, I take it in the small things. I take it in the choices I make. I think the fact that I am so curious leads me to want to know about the slightest thing, and those slightest things can literally be small things that I think make a huge difference in people and in lives and in the world, as opposed to the big things that we see. So in many ways I take the road less travelled, and I take it for me too. I take a route I think sometimes harder than it needs to be, and maybe that's why it's the road less travelled, because it actually takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of focus, it takes a lot of discussion, it takes a lot of willpower, but it's certainly worth it. I take routes that my family of past and present have certainly not taken, and maybe never even thought of taking. Imagine my ancestors didn't have those opportunities either. A lot of my peers don't understand the routes I take either, or haven't taken them. They've obviously taken their own road less travelled, and that's wonderful too. I love to hear about everybody's life, really. I like to hear about everybody's challenges and achievements, and just get to know people on a different level and more or a deeper level, rather than the surface stuff that gets us by every day. The road less travelled, we can link it to everything, can't we? Our daily life. At the moment, the road less travelled for me isn't so much travelling, but it's a different route of being in my hometown, not travelling at all. I came back at COVID, and my road less travelled has been about discovering this area and discovering me and who I am within it again and differently, completely new, not the same person that left all those years ago and came back every now and again to be part of it. I'm definitely someone different. Each time I come back I've been different, and I'm certainly different every phase of my life. So the road less travelled, what is it for you? How are you following your road less travelled right now? What are you enjoying?